Alright, so you can substitute the point for the variable in the inequality. If it makes it a true statement, it is a solution. If it makes a false statement, it is not a solution. So sometimes you'll see problems like this. Okay, it says, is 5 negative 2 a solution to the inequality 2x minus y is less than 5? So you're going to take 2x minus y is less than 5, and you're going to plug in these two numbers. Keep in mind that a point is in the order x, comma, y. So I'm going to plug in 5 for x, okay, and then negative 2 for y. If I PEMDAS this out and the left side is less than 5, then yes, this is an answer. If I get a number that's bigger or equal to 5, I'd have to say no. So PEMDAS, you'll multiply first. 2 times 5 is 10. Two negatives here really make a plus. So we'll have 10 plus 2 is less than 5. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 less than 5. Is 12 less than 5? No, it's clearly bigger. So is 5 negative 2 a solution? No, it is not. Okay. We would have shaded one side of the line. This point would have ended up on the non-shaded section if we were looking at a graph. Okay? It says, see if the point is in the shaded part of the graph of the inequality. If it is in the shaded area, it is a solution. If it is on a dotted line, it is not a solution. So again, you can check this by plugging in or by looking at the graph. They're asking you here to look at the graph, not to just plug in. Okay, so we are going to graph y is greater than or equal to x plus 2, and then graph the point negative 3, 0, and see if it's in the shaded area or not. Alright, so they asked us to graph this instead of just plugging in. Okay, so my slope is 1, which is the same as 1 over 1. My y-intercept is 2. So I'm going to go to the y-axis to positive 2 and plot a point. Then I'm going to use my slope of positive 1 over 1. So up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1. Okay. Since this is greater than or equal to, since it has that equal to symbol, then I can do a solid line. Y is greater than, the greater than numbers are over here. So this is my shaded section. Okay, it said is negative 3, 0 a solution to this. So if I graph negative 3, 0 and it ends up here, then I would say yes. If it ends up down here, I would say no. So negative 3, 0, if I go left 3, up and down nothing, it ends up right on the line. Since the line is bolded in, then I would say yes. If it was a dashed, a dotted line, I would have to say no. Okay, so you can check solutions by plugging in, or I can check solutions by graphing. Alright, we're going to solve this for y and then graph it. Okay, so subtract x from both sides. So we'll have a negative y is less than 5 minus x. Again, I prefer putting the x first and the positive 5 second, so it's in the mx plus b format. Then this negative is really a negative 1, so in order to... When you go to move the negative 1, you're going to divide. Remember, you have to divide everything by negative 1. When you divide by a negative, you flip the inequality the other direction. Okay? Negative 1x divided by negative 1 is positive 1x. 5 divided by negative 1 is negative 5. So my slope is positive 1, my y-intercept is negative 5. Alright, so we're going to graph this. So our y-intercept. Alright, so -5 is our y-intercept. So I'm going to go to the y-axis down to -5 and plot a point. My slope is 1 over 1, so that means up 1 to the right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Okay, and then with our inequality sign not having an equal sign under it, this is going to be dashed. It's not going to be solid. Okay, y is greater than, so I'm going to shade greater, which is above. So all these points, everything in the shaded area is an answer. Everything on the dotted line and below is not an answer. Alright, last example. Okay, we're solving for y. Okay, so we're going to distribute the 2. So 2x plus 2y is greater than or equal to 4x. Okay, we're moving everything away from the y, so I'm going to subtract 2x. 2x and 4x actually are like terms, so 4x minus 2x is just 2x's, less than or equal to 2y. Okay, then move the 2 by dividing, so I'll have y is greater than or equal to 1x. Okay, I am going to flip this in order, therefore flipping the sign, because then it looks like my y equals mx plus b. So slope is 1 and y-intercept would be 0. Alright, when you go to graph, the y-intercept is 0, so at the origin at 0 I'm going to plot my y-intercept, and then my slope is 1 over 1. So that means I'm going to go positive up 1, positive to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1. I can keep doing that. And then this has a equal sign under it, so it's going to be a solid line. Alright, x is greater than 1x, so the greater than numbers are above, so I'm going to shade above. Okay, any dot point number that is in the shaded region or on this line is an answer. Anything down here below is not an answer.